Hey brothers and sisters, I just wanted to share my rapture dream. I had never believed in the rapture prior to this dream, and I also never studied the topic of rapture. I was just a Christian that believed God was using Trump, so I was a Trump supporter and was excited for him to get reelected. I believed in Trump and was deceived into thinking that a man could save us. Well, 7 days before Election Day, on October 28th, 2020, I had a dream that started where I was in an open field about 2 miles from my home. And everyone was around 10 feet apart, all scattered in this field. There was probably roughly 30 people in the field with me. We were all wearing purple t-shirts and wearing blue jeans. The trees were full of green leaves, and it felt to me like late summer, early fall time. It was nighttime, and Jesus was standing on a dark cloud. He was probably 30 feet in the air, wearing a white robe, and his arms were reaching out down towards us. We were all on our knees with our arms reaching out to him. The peace, love, joy, feeling of family, and sense of belonging was like nothing I've ever experienced. I had a knowing that no one of this world could see us in that field. As I was looking around at all the people in the field, I loved them all so much, and I could not wait to hug them and to talk to them. It felt like the first day of class when you're looking around at the fellow students, and you can't wait until recess to get to know them and be friends. All of a sudden, these beams of pure white light came out of all of our chests, and I could feel my soul being pulled and sucked out of my body. And my soul felt attached to my body like a piece of bubblegum. And he pulled me up towards him. My soul felt so sticky, and it was letting go of my body. In that moment, I thought, Jesus is going to kill me if he continues to do this to me, because he's pulling me out of my body. I started to realize he was taking us somewhere. When I looked at him, there was nothing behind him, but I could tell the Holy Spirit was the reason I was able to levitate up to him and knew that he was taking us somewhere next. Jesus felt like the door to the next place. It was very unusual to me. I realized I was dying and thought of this world and all that I had wanted to accomplish, along with the fact that I didn't see my husband in the field or anyone that I knew for that matter. I looked all around for him. The beam of light coming out of my chest started to flicker and then went out completely. I put my head down and I was looking at the grass in sadness. And Jesus said, "Megan, it's the end. You're going to be raptured." He was so excited and proud of me. I asked him where my husband was, and he said, "He's not going to be raptured. He's going to be there." I told Jesus, "Then I'll stay behind," because I had no idea it was the end, and neither does he, and I need to go back to tell others. I need to help them prepare. Then he showed me my husband living alone in our house when all of a sudden a soldier entered our home and knew exactly where he was in our house. And my husband was going to put up a fight. And that's when he said something to my husband, and my husband got to his knees and he zip-tied his hands. Then another soldier came in, and they took him out to this paddy wagon with other people inside that had been taken from their homes also. I now know that those were UN soldiers after describing them to someone, and they told me to Google search what they looked like. My jaw almost dropped to the floor when I saw them, because I've never seen what they wear and what they looked like previously. I almost felt like he was taking me out of the game with 3 seconds on the clock. I didn't want to be put on the bench. I felt like I could do more for the kingdom. That's when he said, "It's going to be so bad, Megan, you won't want to be there." In the other realm with him, he has this ability to put images in your head and activate your memories. He can play a video or a picture in your mind to get you to understand something better. He knows all of your memories, so he's able to use them to speak to you. He showed me complete darkness and said, "There's nothing I can even show you that you've seen to get you to understand how bad it's going to be." I come from a sinful background of watching horror movies that were very graphic, and I watched so many end time movies, so I was really surprised it could be worse than those. I was already having a hard time leaving these people behind, so I understood that it was not for me to see. I could tell he was going to protect me and shield me from all of that. I was so grateful, but sad. Not everyone will have that protection. I was like Lot's wife, looking back at the world. He then went on to say, there's no time left. He then showed me the spiritual realm, and I saw the demons running around, trying to work as fast as they could, knowing the time is running out for them to act. If you've ever seen one of those cooking shows that are timed, and right before the time goes out, they start panicking and running around, that's what they were all doing in the realm around us. Jesus told me, the devil is going to use your husband to distract you. And he said, your husband has a demon and is going to die with that demon. And he showed me my husband with a demon wrapped around his neck. The head of the demon was on his right shoulder. He then said, I couldn't give you a son because it would distract you. Get right with me now, Megan. I had 5 daughters at the time and just found out that I was pregnant with my 6th child and was hoping I would finally have a son. As I'm writing this, I'm now holding my 11-month-old daughter. He seemed really sad that I didn't want to go with him. I was then thinking of the things I wanted to get done here. Then Jesus said, there's no time left for that. I'm coming now. Look up, look up. And I looked at him sad and unsure, and he said confidently, Megan, you're going to be raptured. This happened almost 1.5 years ago, and since that dream, I could really see how he's prepared me in my acceptance of what's to come. He's put me on the fast track ever since. I went through all the stages of grieving the death of this world. In the past couple of days, I have felt a transformation in my spirit. It's ready to leave this body. I'm at complete peace, filled with joy and love. I've never felt the Holy Spirit so strong inside me. I just wanted to share this to encourage everyone to keep your eyes on Jesus. God bless and love you all.